the 15th of April 2018, as I was travelling to Padstow to pick up a friend for the day, a bushfire had broken out at Holsworthy and through Wattle Grove and was pushing towards the east in extremely strong winds. And this is the result from my car cam of what I filmed that day. So there's going to be 4 trips. There will be this trip in the morning and coming back, and then later on, much later on in the afternoon, a trip doing this, going back to Padstow again to take my friend home, and then to come back through Alfred's Point. So yeah, just have a look at this immense amount of smoke. Fortunately, no property or lives were harmed, but it was a hell of a battle by the Rural Fire Service and all volunteers, and they did a mighty job. Okay, we're back to normal speed and we're coming up to the intersection of Heathcote Road and New Illawarra Road. And this is where the authorities, the fireys, the police have got Heathcote Road blocked off going to Liverpool. So I guess we turn here and look, I'll even go through a red light because there's no traffic coming the other way. And so there we are, we can see the smoke coming across there. And then we're back to it. Heading into Alfred's Point, the smoke is just basically everywhere, as you see. And we're now heading down to Alfred's Point Bridge, which crosses the Georges River and goes to Bankstown area. And now we are returning south, coming from Padstow, winds billowing like nobody's business, and we also see the smoke billowing off into the distance and seeing the great spread across the area. The smoke is billowing towards the east. The strong westerlies blowing, as you can see by the movement on those trees, indicates the direction that smoke is travelling in, and that's to the east. After a adventurous day out, we're now heading back north, much later in the day, nearly 4 o'clock, and once again we see all that smoke billowing up. What would we encounter this time? Can we go the way that we came through before? Warning signs have shown that the Heathcote Road is closed to further on where we turned onto the new Illawarra Road. So now we're going a different way through Engadine and Sutherland and the Warrenora Bridge, hopefully. However, I decided to turn here and go down Old Bush Road. This runs parallel with the railway line and takes you directly to the Warrenora Bridge through Sutherland. This is Yarrawarra, and we continue on and seeing that smoke there. It doesn't seem to be as bad as it turned out to be. So anyway, enjoy. Then we found that the Bangor bypass was closed, so we had to go through the old way through Bangor and Menai. And yes, things started getting a little more smoky this way. Come up to this intersection to get on to the Alfred's Point Road, we find all the fire brigades going through, and this was under control of the police directing traffic and letting the emergency vehicles through. So here we are again on the Alfred's Point Road heading towards Padstow. As we come into more smoky areas, we see the vehicles to the left there. They're all parked and we're going, well, what's that for? And then here's some more. And then we saw groups of people standing around taking photographs to the west where the smoke was. Well, enough to make you dizzy. Here I am heading last trip south for the day. This is about 5:15 and I'm heading towards Alfred's Point Bridge. More smoke, but somehow or other it seems to be dispersing about. But look at all those vehicles there. Were they sightseers? Were they firefighters off in the emergency vehicles? Who knows? But there were people standing around taking photographs. So okay, now we're heading towards Menai. Traffic increasing, but oh look, we can go straight through. This is good. I'm going the new Illawarra Road, but hang on a minute, what's all this? More smoke. So yep, stopping here, but hey, looks like it's free to get through this way as well. And you can see those trees moving, the wind's still blowing strongly. And we're heading through this area here now. Interestingly, from these set of traffic lights, oh, there's the police there. The dual carriageway goes down to 2 lanes for some strange reason. Really bad road. And there to the right was all burnt out on the Sunday night following all this. Right to the edge of the road. So the fireys did a really good job as we head south and hopefully home after such an adventurous day.